All right. Namaste, my witchlings. How are we doing today? Bear with me. I realized I forgot to braid these. Having a day. It is Monday. I see you, Mimi. I see you, John. Hey, guys. All right. How's everybody doing? I am here. Oh, we have a Joram as well. All right. Hey, Joram, I found your emails last night. I apologize for not responding. They somehow went to my spam folder. Hey, gamer, how are you doing today? All right. There's one braid. Doomp. Thankfully, braiding is quick. Whew. There we go. Hey, I'm proud of myself. I was on time today. Go die. Yep. All right. That's too big a chunk. So I totally found where the movie I saw in town the other night is streaming. It is on HBO. Hey, gamer. So I may watch that movie a second time here in the next few days. Tonight I'm kind of busy. Oh, I am so sorry, Mimi. I actually understand that feeling. Tonight I'm kind of busy, but I'm pretty content with everything I accomplished over the weekend. Did not accomplish everything I wanted to do, but I did accomplish the two largest, most important tasks. I'm doing pretty good. Is there a reason you have your caps lock on, my friend? I feel like you're yelling at me. I'm here. Yeah, you don't want to know what my brain is doing. It's kind of amusing. All right, there we go. Ooh. I made coffee this morning. Having a pretty chill. You're okay, hon. I'm just, is there a reason you're yelling at us? Hey, Bean, I made coffee this morning. Came in here, got ready. I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy with the way things are going today. Yup. Hey, Emma. Good to see ya. Welcome back. Hey, Bean's mom. I know I should. All right, here we go. Itchy. Am I homophobic? That would be, hating my own community. So, no, I'm not homophobic. I look like I'm hiding sadness. Dude, I have fought clinical depression for the last 30 years. Yes. But I'm doing better. All right. Oh, that is cool. Stitch toys. I used to have my kids used to have a talking Pikachu. I had a talking TARDIS. That was fun. All right. We're going to go ahead and do our digital housekeeping here and say, please, while we wait for everyone to come in and get settled in, we are going to be mindful of the energy we bring into this space. We are going to protect the energy of this space, and you will be respectful in my chat, because if you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding you with the ban hammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
We abide by the tolerance paradox in this chat. We do not tolerate intolerance, and if you come in here spewing hate, you will receive an insta-ban. That is the only thing we insta-ban for. All right. Moving right along. It's time to take another sip of coffee, elsewise I'm going to hack. All right. Boom. The only part of that that's misspelled, Mimi, is the S in Ruxpin. Okay, so MVUM. What is your question, friend? Bible quotes? Oh, Turkish. I'm doing pretty good, Emma. We're kind of just chilling out here. Do I love League of Legends? I have not played League of Legends since my oldest was 12 or 13, and he's 27 now, so it's been a bit. You are busy, John. Am I intolerant of intolerance? Yes. We do not tolerate people being assholes in my chat. Oh, Bean, I have so done that. Oh, excuse me. Except I crawl in bed around 4 a.m. and get up around 10:30. Still not getting as much sleep as I need. It's been annoying. All right. Scoot that. Scooch my ass back in the chair. Yes, we are. All right, here we go. Hey, Tug. Oh, he did. Yes, we do. I turned. Oh, hey, today's the 2nd, right? I turned 48 a month ago tomorrow. What? Oh, huh? Oh, all right. I know. It is in my calendar, Mimi. I actually remember to put it in the calendar. And it made it to my to-do list for the day, too. Yes, John. There we go. What the fluff is going on here? There. All right. All right, my lovelies, my witchlings, my friends. Today's episode teases a reading about charm versus clarity, patience versus impulse, and choosing truth over being swept away. RTO's quiet springtime abundance reminds us that nourishment arrives in its own time, while Saskin invites us to witness, breathe, and trust what's ripening beneath the surface. Hello, namaste, my witchlings. Welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, and we take just a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Now, whether you are returning or joining us here for the very first time, I am so very glad you are here. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide here, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am going to grab some sunstone today because it's fun and sparkly. Light your favorite candle or some incense for that aromatherapy. Settle in with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug. And let's step into today's wisdom and self-care together. Now, if this space resonates with you, please do not forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our Witchling community continue growing. Speaking of growing our community here, you can now join this channel as a Witchling member. Your membership does help me keep creating all of this magic here, and it lets us stay connected in deeper, more meaningful ways. So if you feel called to support our channel and you have the financial means to do so, and maybe you would like to step just a little bit closer into our coven, tap that join button and come on in. Uh-oh. Hey, Bean, I see you down there. Oh, shit. Sorry. See, I had a squirrel moment. Okay. That actually sounds like a really cool idea, Neon. Oh, we have a Chloe. Go get some sleep, Chloe. I am not smarter than a 10-year-old. Yes, you are more than welcome to hang out, staff. All right. Yes. We welcome all religions here. As long as you don't proselytize at us and maintain an open mind, we are good. Okay. I need to trim a wick. I am so glad I took the other wick trimmer out there to make candles yesterday. I'd be so mad at myself otherwise. Dunk. Hey. I forgot I was on camera for a second. Oh, you are good, John. I know your mentor has been keeping you busy. Yes, there are some very definite genius prodigy kids out there around 10 years old. I know one. Well, okay, he was when he was a kid. All right, y'all. Let's get started with all of this happy horse manure. We do not have a birthday today. Sad face. We do, but we'll cover it in holidays. All right, so as I light our flame here, may it ever shine as a beacon of hope and light for those finding their way through the darkness. We hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of all sorts of violence, for our witchlings and their loved ones facing those difficult moments and keeping all of them within our sacred circle. We are also sending healing to Roro and others who are not feeling their best today. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we invite the ancestors to join us on our journey today. There we go. There's that. Hey, what? It's time for a holidays! Yay! All right. Let's take a look at what holidays and observances are showing up for us today. Okay. So, tell me, my witchlings, how are we planning to honor today's holidays in our magic? Well, might help if I tell you the holidays, huh? First off, it is doggy date night. Tonight is about noticing joy where it already lives, a walk with no destinations, extra sniffies, a new toy, or even a shared snack on the couch. Our dogs don't rush toward the future or replay the past. They love with their whole bodies right here, right now. Let them remind you how sacred presence can be. He is such a dork. And remember I said we'd celebrate that birthday in the holidays? It is Elmo's birthday! A fuzzy little reminder that curiosity, kindness, and asking questions are superpowers. Elmo has always modeled emotional honesty before it was cool. Naming feelings, learning out loud, loving fiercely, and that's not childish, that is wise. Elmo checks in with his friends. It is also National Women's Physicians Day. Women Physicians Day. Let me do that one again. It is National Women Physicians Day. Today honors women who practice medicine while navigating systems that have not always welcomed them. Women physicians bring skill, science, empathy, and fierce advocacy into spaces where lives are literally on the line. This is about representation and care. Who is heard, who is believed, and who is protected. And then last but not least, it is National Missing Persons Day. This day asks us to hold space for uncertainty, grief without closure, and love that does not get to rest. Missing does not mean forgotten. Saying their names, sharing their stories, and supporting families is an act of remembrance and resistance. And that, my friends, is our holidays for today. Again, how will you be weaving them into your magic today? Let me know in the comments. Coffee. Oh, let's see. Unblock. Oh. Hey, Roro. Good. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, babe. Boom, 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 boom. 3 English cuties. Ooh. Need advice about the crown chakra, non-meditation advice. Oh, cities. 3 English cities. Devonshire, Stratford upon Avon, Stratford upon Avon, and Yorkshire. I need a 3-month holiday 4 times a year. A fucking men to that. That is a very good question, Hazel. Yes, I am so happy it is Elmo's birthday. Does that include energy healers? Yes, energy healers are always welcome here. Boom, 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 boom. Who is Jacob Wetterling? Roro, Mimi says, hello to you, my friend. All right, Jacob Wetterling, that sounds familiar. Why does... Okay, you're doing it. Thank you. You are the absolute best, love. Bump, bump. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah. Why is that popping up in the news, Mimi? We're curious. Or did you just see that one? Because, I know. I do vaguely remember that happening because he was my age. Minnesota. Possibly. Okay. Hey, Emma, welcome back, my friend. All right. Itchy nose. Oh my gosh, I have I think I have took fur tickling my nose today. Wow, my makeup really looks good on camera today. Sorry about that, y'all. I just had a totally complete squirrel moment. Yum. That is hilarious. Unfortunately, the governor was not such a nice guy when he went shopping. He would regularly shut down specific stores. Oh, I know it is a joke. But he would actually shut down the store and have other customers forced out so that he could do his shopping. Learned this courtesy of my ex-mother-in-law. Am I allergic to anything? Oh, honey. No pun intended. I have mast cell activation syndrome, which means my body will randomly decide to be anaphylactically allergic to things that I have eaten or consumed a million times. Ah, that makes sense, Mimi. Any advice on how I can unblock the crown chakra? Once we get to Chillin with the Witchlings, I will address that one. Let me do some looking and go through this part of the episode, and then we'll get to that. Are we good? We are good. Hey, yo, fuzzy butt. Sorry. Furry overlord demanded attention. All right, my witchlings. It is now time to honor our goddess of the day. She is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on our path. Today's goddess is RTO. RTO moves with the quiet power of spring itself, slow, certain, inevitable. A Swiss bear goddess of abundance and provenance, she awakens as the earth thaws, emerging from her winter rest to share fruit from her hidden storehouse. This is not excess or indulgence, but daily nourishment, the reminder that sustenance arrives through patience, preparation, and trust in the cycles of the land. In Celtic tradition, RTO also watches over wildlife and was likely honored during hunting rites. linking her abundance not just to fruit, but to the careful balance between taking and tending. Her symbols tell a story clearly. The bear represents both hibernation and emergence, rest and strength, and the wisdom of knowing when to wait and when to act. Fruit symbolizes providence, sweetness that ripens only after time and care. Together they speak to a deeper truth. Abundance is rarely sudden. It is stored, protected, and revealed when the season is right. To honor Ardeo today, mirror her awakening. In Switzerland, an effigy of winter is burned during Holmstrom to banish cold with fire and light. A simple adaptation is to carefully burn a fruity cookie in the oven and then return the ashes to the earth as an offering of release. Step out of your own cave if you've been withdrawn and begin preparing the inner soil for spring's growth. Make a fresh fruit salad, or even better idea, use canned fruit to honor her stored abundance and invoke her blessing, saying, Ardeo, see my needs and bring me to fruitfulness. Share the fruit with others so her providence circulates, multiplying as it moves from hand to hand. And that, my loves, is today's goddess. Oh, God. You're okay, Steph. I forgot to respond to you, so you're good. I am an autistic ADHD witch. I forget things a lot, so we are good. Hey, Caleb, good to see you. You haven't been here in a while. Monday is Mondaying already. Oh, Lord, I know that feeling. There are days when I am incredibly grateful my own spawn are in their 20s. There are other days I miss them being small children. Those days being few and far between these days. You got this, John. I have confidence in you. I am so glad you feel blessed today, Caleb. That is good news. Oh, I am... Yep, Roro says hi to everybody, in case I didn't pass that on earlier. All right. I am slightly stiff and sore today, but I'm kind of happy. That pinched nerve I've been fighting with, I think, is finally coming unpinched. Yay! I hear you, Roro. I hear you so much right there. All right, it is time to see what the oracles are shouting today. All right, so take a listen to the cards and let me know what you guys think. Ready? Ready. We start with closure. Next, we have it is worth it. Last but not least, you don't think of me. I am doing the quiet, necessary work of finding the closure I deserve. I understand with clear eyes that it is worth it even when the process stings. I also accept that you don't think of me, and I no longer need that to change. That realization isn't cruelty, it is clarity. This is precisely what closure is for, releasing myself from waiting, wondering, or reaching for something that is not being offered. I am choosing understanding over attachment, peace over persistence, and self-respect over unanswered questions. Closure is not about rewriting the past. It's about freeing my future. That is our oracle reading. And now let's see what the unicorns have to say. All right, so... A charming presence promises celebration and big moments, but not everything glittering is stable or sincere. This reading explores the tension between being swept away and standing your ground, urging clarity, courage, and speaking your truth before the confetti settles. All right, my lovelies. We start with the Knight of Cups reversed. This is a charming person with some masculine energy who breaks hearts easily. Following that is the Three of Cups. Celebration, party, maybe even a wedding. And last but not least, we have the Knight of Swords. A gallant, dark person with strong masculine energy who is opinionated and headstrong. Do not hesitate to stand up and speak out for yourself. All right. That's each of the cards separate. Let's see what they all say put together, shall we? So, the Knight of Cups reversed arrives first, carrying an alluring charm and a strong masculine presence that can be intoxicating, but also unreliable. This is someone who knows how to sweep people up emotionally, yet often leaves bruised hearts in their wake. There is a warning here, especially as the Three of Cups appears, hinting at celebrations, reunions, or even something as grand as a wedding or a major gathering. What looks joyful on the surface may blur important truths underneath that confetti. Balancing this energy here is the Knight of Swords, a darker, more intense figure with decisive, assertive masculine energy. They are bold, opinionated, and unwilling to tiptoe around hard conversations. This knight urges you to speak clearly, stand your ground, and act without hesitation. Together, these cards ask you to choose clarity over charm and self-advocacy over being carried along by the moment. All right. That is what the tarot had to say today. All right. And now, my lovelies, it is time. It is time to bring the Oracle and Tarot together into one clear message, a single stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop me a comment and let me know what resonates with you. All right, so the story opens with the Knight of Cups reversed, a figure who knows exactly how to charm, dazzle, and stir emotion, yet rarely stays long enough to tend what they awaken. Their energy is intoxicating, sweeping you into feeling before you've had time to ask where it's all going. Alongside them appears the Three of Cups, signaling celebration, reunion, and the possibility of a major social moment, a party, an announcement, even a wedding-like atmosphere. Laughter, raised glasses, and joy, or laughter and raised glasses suggest joy, but there is a quiet warning here. Not every celebration is built on emotional honesty, and not every promise survives the morning after. Enter the Knight of Swords, cutting through the haze with sharp clarity. This knight carries a darker, more forceful masculine energy, direct, opinionated, and unwilling to romanticize what is not true. Where the Knight of Cups reversed invites you to drift, the Knight of Swords demands that you speak. They urge you to ask hard questions, set boundaries, and stand up for yourself without apology. Together, these cards form a crossroads: charm versus truth, fantasy versus self-respect, and the story asks you to choose clarity over being swept away and courage over comfort, even when celebration tempts you to stay silent. And somehow I managed to not get the Oracle in there. So that's our not so combined reading for today. Yeah, I did not notice that I didn't put those in until just now. We're doing stellar, I tell you what. So, here is our affirmation. I choose clarity over illusion and truth over charm. I trust myself to speak honestly, set boundaries with confidence, and honor my worth even when emotions run high. I do not need to be swept away to feel valued. I stand firmly in my voice, my discernment, and my power. That is our affirmation. Hey, my witchlings, why don't we step into dietheyogawitch.shop where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, dog hoodies, cat collars, and so much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring just a little bit of witchy sparkle into your daily life. Again, that is dietheyogawitch.shop. Now, if you are enjoying this podcast and you would like to step a little bit deeper into the coven, consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of this channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings with levels starting at just a single solitary $1 a month. How affordable is that? And also a reminder that you can help this channel out for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. Do the whole like, share, subscribe thing, ring the bell, and come on back. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. All right, now back to the show. Hello. Okay, that's understandable. Hey, Guardian. All right. Boop, boop, boom. Uh-oh. Oh. Thank you, Steph. They came from Zenny. All right. It is time now, my friends, for our Sanskrit bit. So, our word of the week is Saksin, the witness. I may be mispronouncing it. I'm going to look that one up again. All right. Our word of the week is Saksin, the witness. Today, notice your thoughts and emotions as they arise. Can you witness them without trying to fix, push, or change anything? In your self-care practice or morning ritual, give yourself a few moments to simply observe. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? What is happening in my body? What energy is present around me? Let your awareness, your inner witness, guide you today. That's our Sanskrit. Now, it's time for Namaste. I love these cards. All right, so Namaste says, just breathe. Excuse me. Namaste says, just breathe. Concentrate. Align yourself with your breath. Intentionally breathe 8 times. Make every breath last a long time. Draw the breath in fully and exhale completely. Stress affects our breathing. The more we stress, the shallower our breaths. This will in turn affect our oxygen levels and our heart rate. This is a reason why we tend to feel tired when we are stressed. Mindfully focusing on our breathing will help our mind and body recover. That's our Namaste for today. Self-compassion. Self-compassion says, you got heart. Give yourself credit for that small thing you did in the past week that took courage. How can you build off that today? That is our self-compassion. Please quit. He's licking. All right. Mr. Valentine, that would be awesome. Thank you. Nope, not yet, Steph. All right, we have our little moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. We have a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson and a quote from Paul Hawken about Ralph Waldo Emerson. So, Ralph Waldo Emerson says, standing on the bare ground, a mean egotism vanishes. I become a transparent eyeball. I am nothing. I see all. The currents of the universal being circulate through me. I am part or particle of God. And now, Paul Hawken tells us, Ralph Waldo Emerson once asked what we would do if the stars only came out once every 1,000 years. No one would sleep that night, of course. The world would create new religions overnight. We would be ecstatic, delirious, made rapturous by the glory of God. Instead, the stars come out every night, and we watch television. That is our moment of Zen, my darlings. All right, now it is time for our blessing. Here is today's blessing. May clarity walk beside you when emotions try to carry you away. May your voice rise easily when truth needs to be spoken, and your heart stay steady. May clarity... One more time, Di. Let's get this right. Here we go. Here is today's blessing. May clarity walk beside you when emotions try to carry you away. May your voice rise easily when truth needs to be spoken, and your heart stay steady amid celebration and noise. May you be blessed with discernment, courage, and self-respect, choosing what honors your spirit and protects your space. So it is. Blessed be, and namaste, my witchlings. Oh, hell's bells and tinker toys. I did say the wrong word again. My brain is not braining. All right, witchlings. Moving mouse. All right, witchlings. It is time to wrap up our show. All right, witchlings, it's time to wrap up for the day. So, I grabbed the candle. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our gratitude to the ancestors for joining us here. There we go. Just a minute. Now, before we go, please remember that this space exists solely because of this witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here yet, just some shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love. So please do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Ring the bell so you get notified that we're doing this. Join our channel as a member, and please tell a friend about us. Now let's go out and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There's already enough darkness and hate out there in this world. Please let us each choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. Make sure you tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they mean the absolute world to you. Time moves faster than any of us realize, and those chances to say I love you are never ever guaranteed. And please, if you take one thing and only one thing away from everything I do here every day, please always, always, always remember you are loved. You are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here on this earth is real, even if you haven't discovered what it is yet. I was 45 before I found mine. I love you guys all to bits. You are the absolute best part of my day and the reason I am here. Namaste, my witchlings. I will see you soon. Look who came to say hi. Look who came to say hi. Oh. Hi, fuzzy butts. Yep. Time to stare at cat butt. Obligatory fuzz butt appearance. Oh, Lord, I am so sorry, Roro. All right. All right. Now, Steph is asking about a crown chakra block. So, let me refresh my memory. Hi, fuzzy butts. What are you doing? Oh, hi, what are you doing, Key Cat Meow? Yeah, what are you doing, Key Cat Meow? Yes, a very cute little furry overlord. He knows he runs the house. All right. So he wanted nothing that he didn't want meditation, which is understandable. So, boom, boom. Oh, I bet, Roro. We're working on that. Oh, my goodness, kitty. What are you doing? Hi. You are, like, seriously into this today, boo. Hi. All right. Okay. Yep. Crown chakra, non-meditation advice to unblock. All right. Well, there is visualization, alternate nostril breathing, amethyst works well to help, jumping jacks. Isn't he adorable? He's the goodest baby cat. Yeah. I love this furry little bastard. Easy do. Easy do. You're just a good kitty cat. I turned into the biggest baby talking just blob when it comes to my furry children. Especially this one. All right. Oh. Let's swap out the glasses, shall we? I know. Oh, dear Lord. Colbert is absolutely adorable when he sees fluffy puppies. You know, I am going to really miss that about his show. I'm not sure, Joram. Yes. Voluntary provocation. Okay. Not quite as speckled. The joys of being a glasses wearer, y'all. One of the few things I miss about my contacts. I will get back to petting you in just a second, you furry little overlord. Have a good one, Tug. Hey, there we go. I can actually see again. He's a good kitty. He would not give my pendulums permission to work at MeWe, though. It was so funny. He's a good cat. Have a good night, Tug. Oh, that is awesome, Ro. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, you have so many good things going in your life. Yeah, there's a lot of shitty stuff too, but he's trying to sweep my desk off with his tail again. There we go. What? Hello. Yes. There. All right. I love this kitty. Now I'm getting hungry. Finally. Not surprising. Did I do that? No. Oh, yep, I did. Did I take? I think. Uh-oh. Do what, huh? Oh. Oh, gamer's back. How are you doing? No, Tug went to bed. Okay, for example, I just said I feel like I haven't done much. The response, so, Mr. Not Busy, since you've done very little, I assume you're ready to learn Spanish while juggling flaming chainsaws. Nice. A bread sandwich. Yes. Oh, I hear you, Mimi. We're working on that. Oh. Yep. Yep. Works for me. Oof. Chicken with rice and ketchup. Am I from Seattle? Yes, I am now. I am basically Seattle adjacent. When I go to the VA hospital, I use the Seattle VA because it's my closest. I do not live in Seattle. I live near Seattle, though. Isn't he adorable? This is my fuzzy butt. He is very much enjoying getting some ears scratched. Yeah. The man behind the curtain will fix the camera so you guys can see him a little better again. Oh, there's the ears. Good. Okay, fuzzy butt. Yep, that is the fuzzy butt in the stickers or emotes. It's got Fuzzy Butt and Took Monster and Luna Fish and Sergeant Snuggle Puppy. Oh, where do you think you're going, dude? To get your face off camera. You're as bad as your human siblings, child. Ay, definitely spring. There you go, baby boy. And John says 100 to go. Not bad. You've gone through quite a few. I'm impressed. Ooh, that's a good question, Joram. Okay, my spiritual Sufi guide advises us to get as many black cats as possible. They bring protection to the house. Yes, and in a lot of the same places that the superstition of a black cat being unlucky, if you own said black cat, then that cat will bring luck to you. I don't understand that one. You knocked the candle over, you little... I guess the man behind the curtain says apparently the cat will steal the luck from everyone else. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh my God. He started singing at the same time I did. Oh. Ro, I may put you to work if you get out here to Seattle. I have a doggo who desperately needs to be retrained to not be quite so reactive. That is the one thing I don't know how. Yeah, he only to other dogs. He's good with the other two that are here in the house. And with the bonus kid's dog, he is terrified of her. But any other dog, he is super reactive to. And it's very upsetting. He's a good kitty. That's true. Kids are playing up. Have a good one, staff. We understand the kid thing. All too well. What are... Oy! I need to take the rake to the kitty. Oh my gosh. Look at the fur fly. You are so welcome. I hope you come back, staff. Yep, we're here every day. 1:30 to 3:30 Pacific time. Can you please not leave nose prints on the lenses of my glasses, sweetheart? Oh, are you going to leave me now? Or are you just... Nope, just turning around again. It's the oracles. Hi. Do you approve? You approve? Yeah? Okay. Damn, John, you're moving fast. Hey. Pop those. You mommy being mean to you. Am I? He's like, nope, I'm going to lay down. Oh, at that age they are. Oh my gosh. Yes. And yes, you do. Training her Training her now is better than going, oh, it's so cute when she does that, though. Yep. Set her routines now, and it will make everybody's life better later. I used to call Sarge the Tiny because as a puppy he was, okay, hi, what are we doing? You want down? Okay, give me a sec. Nope, we can't. He does, however, still occasionally answer me when I call him by that name. I have no idea what Bobby is saying, but hello, welcome. Thank you, Ukas. We also love all humans here, and I laid my life on the line for the freedom of my country. I swore an oath to support and defend my Constitution. I know. I'm trying to not get political for a while, though, because it just stresses everybody the fluff out. You know? Yeah. All right. There we go. Tomatoes. I do know somebody who's allergic to tomatoes. Oh, yeah, one of the bonus kids is anaphylactically, though. Yeah, they make you, they upset your tummy. Amen to that, Ukas. Nope, that's slightly political and getting religious at the same time. We're not going to go on that rant. Okay. Yep. That actually, yep. There we go. Not a clue. Just kind of letting it go. Rolling with the homies. She was so adorable. Train of thought. Rolling with the homies is one of the lines that Brittany Murphy said in Clueless. Brittany Murphy was adorable. We lost her way too young. There we go. Bloop. Don't mind me. If I do not put my shit away, I lose things. I think I'm glad I missed whatever the fluff that was. There we go. Glasses go in the case. There. This case is too small for these glasses. I wonder if this one fits them better. Okay. All right. Does it? It does. It is slightly bigger. Okay, good to know. That one goes there. This is the one that these glasses will go in when they need a case. Et voila. I have put shit back where it belongs. But para mañana. Oh, wait, that's down here. No kidding. I hear ya. Gurgle, gurgle, growly, growly. Wow. Bobby, is there something you're actually trying to say? Because we cannot understand a single thing you're trying to communicate, friend. And I hate that. Yes. Yes. Oofta. There we go. Nope, I don't want to use that pen. We're actually going to grab... This one will work. Yes, Ro. You're absolutely correct. Shit. What was it? I was going to... Uh-huh. I was going to write a note about something I wanted to do tomorrow. I was going to write a note about something I wanted to do tomorrow, and now I can't remember what I was going to say to myself. Yay! Love my ADD. It is fabulous. Oh, let's see. So, it is Bridget's Day today. I am so freaking excited about that. Yes. Does anybody here know about that mystical something? Oh, something Ives math enigma, 7 wives, 2 hands. Not off the top of my head, Joram. That does sound kind of interesting, though. Oh. All right. I know I got to tidy my desk again. Work on candles. Brain refuses to give me the information I'm looking for, so forget it. All right, so, yeah, 404 file not found, very definitely. Oh, well, that sounds interesting. I'll have to look it up then. So my plans for today. I am not going to accomplish either of the tasks I had set out for myself today because I forgot. Nope. I guess I'm being punished for cursing people to feel the pain of 1,000 unsneezed sneezes. I can't quit sneezing. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Oh my God. That's a good thing, I think. Maybe. There's one brewing, but I can't make it go. Okay. Maybe. Thrush. Curse them to have never-ending thrush. Oh, I already have the inhalers that can cause thrush. There's a reason I don't use them every night, because I usually forget to rinse my mouth out afterwards. Oh, thrush is evil. Oh my God, is it evil. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniffle into the mic. Oh, that figures. Oh. I do think I'm being punished for my curse, though. Haha. Oh, yeah. Oh. Nope, you're good, Roro. I had thrush with one of the kids when I was nursing. You want misery? We were both uncomfortable and unhappy. Oh, yeast infections are evil. But you're right. That would be almost equally annoying to curse someone with as my favorite, 1,000 sneezes whilst walking barefoot in a never-ending desert of Lego bricks while rusty, tinny, staticky speakers play the Barney theme song on repeat. Because, see, my curse doesn't actually harm anyone. It just inconveniences you a lot and causes a lot of minor pain. Oh, yup. I remember the days of celebrating that. Dude. Oh, yes. A reminder for all of my AFAB people and witchlings out there. Do not track your cycles in an app on your phone. This is a very bad idea with the current administration because they are watching. And if you miss a couple of periods, they're going to figure that, you have conceived. And if you start tracking periods again, less than, 9-10 months later, you are very likely going to get a visit. Because they don't think about people like moi who have wonky periods because of hormonal issues and other things going on with that part of my body. No, they just assume you conceived and then decided to get rid of the pregnancy. Hate this government. Oh. Yes. Yes, and they ask you uncomfortable questions if you're on Medicare, if you're... Yep. It's really frustrating. I'm trying not to get political, but I do feel... I want to warn my viewers about that. Please be very, very, very careful. Because I am here to spread love, joy, and kindness. You still have to be careful about breast cancer and other feminine issues. Just because you don't necessarily have that plumbing doesn't mean... Yes. Let's see. I am trying to figure out some other short... I know they're horrible, and I am so sorry, guys. It won't blow. There's nothing to come out is the problem. It's just clogged right at the moment. We are working on... That's cool as shit, Ro. I am working on weaving some more shorts and stuff into our daily shows. I am trying to figure out scheduling Witchy 101 so that we can get started with that. And then tweaking the scripts that I have for those so that they're a live stream instead of a record it and edit it thing. We tried really, really, really hard to record the Witchy 101 stuff, and I just cannot do it. I am very obviously more of a stage actor than a TV or movie actor, so we're going to have to figure this out. And I so apologize, especially to John, who has been waiting rather impatiently for this. I feel like I have let you down. I apologize profusely. I am trying to figure this one out. I am also working on getting the man behind the curtain an assistant so that he doesn't have to be the only one helping me out when I go live, because the poor man needs a break. That is true, Ro. The live performance, as opposed to being able to flub and do it over again. And here's something a lot of people don't realize that watch me. Everything you see, yes, it's all scripted, but 99 times out of 100, I create the script like an hour before we go live. So I am cold reading everything. I was going to St. Ives. I met a man where there were 7 wives, 7 cats, 7 kittens. Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to have to look that one up this evening. Yes, I changed which glasses. Yes, I have this pair that's my regular glasses. And then this pair that I decided when I got them was going to be the glasses I wore on stream. Doop. Alright. I don't know. I'm nervous, but that's okay. Put my rock back. Oh, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. It's a kitty, kitty. Boop. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest kitty. Oh. Ansley, is that your kitty kitty in your profile picture? And on your header, that is the cutest kitty. I love cats though, so. Ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. We appreciate that, Mimi. Oh, but life is entertaining here. I have so many projects that I want to do, but I'm trying to figure out how to do them. I'm also, because I'm trying to figure out how do we do all of the projects that I want to do. How do I also do all of the shit that needs to be done here as an adult living in a house. How am I going to do that? How am I going to take care of myself, the dogs, the husband, and all of that shit, and do all of this? And I feel like I'm losing my mind trying to figure out how to get everything scheduled. You're good, Joram. But still, leave myself time for downtime. Because, thanks to my ADHD and autism, I am either balls to the wall work or absolutely no work. I either burn myself out to the point of collapse, and then I take, 2-3 weeks to regain my humanity, or I do absolutely nothing and get nothing done, and I'm trying to figure out that fucking balance. Because unfortunately, like many of us in capitalist society, we are taught that we're only worthwhile. We are only worth existence if we're being productive. And I'm trying to figure that one out. I use Google Calendar, which similar. Thanks, Joram. But yeah, if something does not make it into my calendar, that means it doesn't exist, which is frustrating. We said it at the same time. Big shock there. And I'm doing better about scheduling my days out. But still, you know. And I have to have my phone tell me, or even better, I'm trying to figure out how to get my Nest speaker, my Google Nest, to tell me about shit that pops up on my calendar. I have figured out, though, that if I put it into the calendar that's connected to the Nest, it'll yell at me more. So I'm working. But God, is this frustrating. And then this is me trying to help other people figure out how to, achieve their goals. And I am actually much better at telling other people how to do it than taking my own advice. Go figure that one out. Just like I can go into a friend's house that is thrashed, the floor piled 2 feet deep with trash and stuff, and I can clean their house, no problem. My own house, forget it. I can't do a damn thing in my own house. So it's really entertaining and frustrating all at the same time. My former bestie and I used to, this was before either one of us knew that either of us, or that I was ADHD. She's not, to my knowledge. We would do this for each other. She would come over to my house. I would take the kids, and I would keep the kids entertained while she cleaned and did laundry and all of that stuff around my house. And then a few days later, I would pack up my kids to go over to her house, and we would clean, and she would take the kids, and I would clean her house. It worked great. And I honestly debated, because at one point in time, I dealt with CPS over my kids. Yeah, me and medication didn't agree. And I was talking with my social worker about this, and I'm like, it's weird because we can go into other people's house and clean their houses, but we can't do the same thing in our own space. I honestly debated setting up an org for mothers who are dealing with CPS to do just exactly that. Now that I know I'm ADHD and autistic and I need a body double to do this shit, it all makes sense now. And I even more want to do something like that, but I don't know. Yeah, I either need somebody to body double with me or a crushing deadline of somebody very, very, very important coming over to my house that I want my house to look nice for. Body doubling is better because body doubling, I will actually get everything. Yeah, at body doubling, I will actually get a lot of it done. If it's that crushing deadline, I will put it all off until like 30 minutes before they're due to walk in my door. And then I do the Flight of a Bumblebee clean, where shit gets shoved under the couch or shoved in the closet and the door, strapped shut. And all of the clutter and shit hidden instead of dealt with. The doom boxes get hidden. So, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Mimi. You know what? Witchling body double channel. Yes! Go ahead and put that in the chat, babe. Okay, so he is looking for a channel that he has discovered. It is an autistic man with an ADHD. I'm a partner. And son is autistic as well. And he's been watching these videos and sending them to me, and I'm like, are they watching us? Seriously. because the conversations they have in their videos are me and him. We've had those conversations a couple of times in those exact words. It's hilarious. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to smack the mic, y'all. Okay. Why the fuck did I put 2 L's on that? What else was I gonna say? Oh. ADHD magic. I actually found a channel, a person on Facebook last night. She is autistic and a witch. And I stumbled into her stuff because she has a series of red flag witches. One of them is MAGA witches, which that was a glorious video to watch. But I stumbled into her red flags and decided to fall down the rabbit hole of her content, and I really liked it. You are very welcome, Roro. But watching her stuff last night, I know a lot of my witchlings are spectrum-y or neurodivergent in one form or another. So I want to start, maybe not necessarily videos, but I will do more blogs, Patreon, essays, etc., on being an autistic witch, being an ADHD witch, because it definitely affects us. I mean, hell, it is Imbolc today. I had fully intended on doing a ritual for Bridget, who is my patroness. So, I should, today, of all the days that we should do, I should do something today. Yeah, I am her patroness. She's my patron goddess. So, well, there's the fruity cookie that was suggested that we burn. I would suggest a fig Newton, something like that. And then if you want to do a ritual for Bridget, I would think, this is me, this is solely me, brain, just spitballing here. It's Imbolc, which is Bridget's day. Bridget's fire is her thing, the Bridget's flame at the not cathedral, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's in Ireland. So Bridget, red hair, flame, hot spicy foods. I would do things. Why is the very first thing that comes to mind flamin' hot Cheetos? I cannot stand them, but hey Pontus, thank you very much. But I would say something like any hot spicy food. I'm thinking tacos. I may make tacos tonight. Ooh, good. We will talk, Roro. Not most, but a lot of my stuff comes from my Celtic pantheon, my Celtic heritage. We've pulled in a little bit of his Filipino and native. Yeah, no, you've got Irish and Scottish in you as well. Irish blood with a Scottish name. But I want to do something for Bridget tonight. And actually, tacos would be a good start. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you're about as white mud as I am. Yep. I need to look at my ancestry thing. Oh my God, that was another reel I saw last night. This woman shares a reel saying, my wife and I submitted our DNA to Ancestry.com together, and now we regret it. And the text wipes off the screen, and it comes back with, my thought to be dead sister and I submitted our DNA to Ancestry DNA and now regret it. And I'm like, oh my God. That's a legit fear for some of us. Let's see. So, ADHD magical practices. Being witchy with spice. Hopefully that note will make sense later. Woof. Oh, damn. Royalty by any chance? Or... Wow. See, that is... Yeah. Families are weird, too, man. Oh my God, our family is weird. Come on, brain. Keep kicking. We're not doing anything here. My brain is sluggish today. All right. That's the Sports Center song. Di, why is that one in your head again? That makes sense. Okay. That explains why your great-great-grandparents were siblings. It's a royal thing. See, by technicality, I have a picture of the tartan that I'm thinking of, and I want to say it's the Buchanan clan. But yeah, that's the incubator side. On my dad's side, we trace our lineage back to the Pendragons, which were, well, the original royal family. You are literally the only other person I have ever seen use that. I have Prussian heritage myself. That is cool as shit. And Prussia wasn't a huge country. Dude. That is trippy as hell. That could easily be the same in my clan. Trippy. I saw. The Pacific Northwest Witches Market shared my business as one of their vendor spotlights today. Hey. What was I looking for? That. Okay. Donk. This is a very, very distinctive tartan. And it is one that my clan is able to wear. But it's not in that. Alright, we're going to grab you. Oh, that is so cool. Once I figure out who the fluff... Nope, not that one. Damn it. I'm losing my shit here, y'all. What? Yes. What? That's true. I can't find the tartan, but I do know that we are Barringtons, and Barrington Hall is a thing. I just can't remember where Barrington Hall is. Who else has similar heritage here? Because that is one of the fun parts of being pagan in my book. Is being able to look back on my lineage and see that Scottish and Irish lineage and pull in the Celtic belief and then the Prussians with their stuff. I mean, I'm sure Mimi's still here. I have a feeling it's just Mimi, Roro, you, and probably John. Oh, that is so cool. the man behind the curtain can trace lineage back to the original pilgrims. Yeah, the Mayflower, not the Pilgrims. Correction. Whoops. Bad die, no donut. That is so cool, though. See, I don't know how this happened, but my grandparents, both of my grandparents, were interested in genealogy. My grandfather made numerous trips down to Salt Lake City to use the Mormon genealogy stuff. And then my aunt was the one who was kind of interested, but the incubator was really interested. And so she got a bunch of the genealogy stuff. And then when they died, my older brother got all of the stuff that they had, and I haven't been on speaking terms with my brother since I decided I really want to look into my own genealogy. And so I'm trying to figure out how to acquire that. That is cool as shit. Because before, when I was a teenager, we found out that we're descended from the Addams family. Not that Addams family. I mean, John and John Quincy. And then, yeah. That is so freaking cool. My family did not ever stay in one place long enough to really do much. My grandmother's family kind of did. There's still a bunch of them in a small town in Wisconsin. But, yeah. That's true. It's like 25 or 26%. Is that what you just said, percent? Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember. Oh, that is cool. So what he is saying is about a quarter of the American population is descendant from the 25 or 26 families on the Mayflower. That fucking ship that had kids. Oh. See, I'm the polar opposite. I know exactly what government cheese tastes like. So, oh, that stuff was awful. Damn. And of course, because you are who you are and what you are, they want nothing to do with you. I know, right? Sorry, Yep. So as he says, you had family like that you knew damn good and well if you were honest and true to yourself, you were gonna lose your family. So that is kind of cool, Rent-A-Ghost. But you knew damn good and well if you were your real self, your family probably was not going to approve. So who in their right mind would choose to give up a nice, comfortable life where they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to go to the opposite end of the spectrum? This is something about the people choose to be gay or people choose to be trans. It's a lifestyle thing that I do not get. Who in their right fucking mind would choose to be gay or trans in this fucking society? Yep. And who in their right mind would choose to be that way, knowing what they were giving up, unless it was that fucking hardwired into us? I do kind of get the choosing to be gay thing after a conversation with my brother, where he said he could have chosen to go that way. But Why would I choose to be a target of hate and violence and just all sorts of nastiness when, if it were a choice, I could easily choose to be comfortable and blend in? I can understand that, Ro. Yeah, as he said, anybody who believes it's a choice chose to conform. By the way, it is only February, but I want to let you guys all know, come June, I will be damn near insufferable with the way I deal with pride. I have the flag in the window behind me here. My makeup every day is a different trans flag, a different pride flag. And I will be talking about it a lot because this is my community. Yep. Mimi grew up getting food from food pantries and all of that. Yep. See, I didn't know there was a word for it. That's true. I didn't know there was a word for what I am until I was in my 20s and my now former best friend was laughing at me and I got pissed off and yelled at her asking her why the fuck she was laughing. And she's like, "You're as bi as I am, honey." And I'm like, "I am? Oh yeah." So yeah, I have always known I was attracted both ways. But yep. That sounds about right, Mimi. Same autistic witch I was watching last night. Yep. Same autistic witch I was watching last night. She's gray ace. And she was talking about the fact that, there is erasure here. But again, why would we choose to be this way? Oh, you're fine, honey. But I will be talking about pride. I will be talking about how it affects us. I go kind of wild during Pride Month because of the fact these are my people. And I have a platform and I want to use it to spread knowledge. And if I can spread knowledge from my own experiences, even better, because then I know what I'm talking about and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Exactly. That is something else I don't understand. Why these people who are saying don't make it political when we're talking about our own bodily autonomy and our own human fucking rights. My body is not inherently political, or at least it shouldn't be. Right now it is, because I have the ability to conceive and carry a child, theoretically. That makes sense. Theoretically, I have the parts to conceive and carry a child. Have not been able to for quite a few years now. So that is now fucking political. And I'm a witch. Again, should not be a political thing, but it has been made political. My husband is not the only person for me, so to speak, and because I could potentially find another woman to be in a relationship with, that has now become political. I don't get it. Why? What the fuck does it matter to anybody what God I pray to and who I'm fucking? Unless you are the person I'm fucking. Been there, done that too, Roro. That was the beginning of our relationship. But I do not grok at all. But USA Today is turning into the onion. Please share that. Because I don't think I can say that one with a straight face. I'm going to need you to copy pasta. I was, oh God. There's a word for it, but I cannot remember the right word. Serial monogamist. That's what I was. I was a serial monogamist up until right about 20 years ago. When we were introduced to polyam. And once I was able to let go of the internal prejudices, and I discovered that it really wasn't that difficult. I am not an inherently jealous person. I am actually very much not a jealous person until my partner's other partner becomes jealous and controlling, at which point my rejection sensitive dysphoria goes off and I just make life a living hell for everybody around me. Learned that the hard way. Eesh. Yes, I am still rediscovering who I was before the childhood trauma. I hid myself and my needs too long. Yes, oh my God, I could have said those words myself. For you, this will be very different. Let me say up front with that. I spent a lot of years trying to rediscover who I was prior to everything falling apart. And it took me a long ass time to realize I was never going to find her. I could find pieces of her, but I was never going to find her again because she doesn't exist anymore. Shut up, guys. I know. Moving on. And so once that realization hit that I'm never going to find her, but I do have people in my life who will gleefully at times remind me who I am and where my morals and ethics are, because they have changed as I've gotten older. Case in point, the incubator used to give me shit about the fact that I thought women with tattoos were trashy. And here I am with a bunch of fucking tattoos. And I'm like, yeah, Mom. I said that when I was 13. I'm in my 30s now, 40s now. What? I don't know how, because the mouse is sitting on my laptop and I have not gone anywhere near it. But, yes. So I have those people who will happily remind me of who I am today, and going to my mother and saying, Oh, I know, we've lost everybody, but because they come in expecting, yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, that's, and again, that's another reason I do this, because if I can help other people come back to themselves, then I feel like I'm doing something productive. I know you do, Mimi, and you are not broken, Mimi. Those shards give you a glimpse of yourself, but you have grown. Yep. See, that again, the reason I kind of looked and said, yes, shut up. She's not here anymore. I am a multiple, and one of those alters is the girl from before. And I know there is a big push for those of us with DID to integrate. Never going to happen. I do not want to integrate because I wouldn't hear them anymore. And there are times when, we have our conversations up here and they've got some good advice. And they're also the invisible friend, the imaginary friends I never outgrew. They're always here. There's always a commentary. There is a running narrative about everything I do. And there's usually music going. So there's a dance party going on in my head. So, hey, who am I to complain, right? And yes, felt broken for so fucking long. I know that feeling too. All right. Both. Both, Roro. I know that I felt so broken until today. For me, that today was a few years back. I finally woke up one morning and realized that I'm still me. I'm bruised. I'm kind of battered, but I can put the pieces together, and if nothing else, I've got some duct tape and baling wire. Yes. Traditional therapy once I found a therapist that I gelled with, we did great. But we barely scratched the surface before I moved. And yeah. Mimi, that depends on how you define fixed, because you're not broken, sweetheart. We're going to be working on that. The Japanese art of putting things back together, putting pottery back together with gold, that's what we're doing with our souls here and our psyches. We can be whole. Never going to be perfect. No. But we can put ourselves back together. Because I honestly believe we are here for a reason. Even if that reason is to support other people going through the same shit we've been through. And I mean, hey, if I can hold the hand of somebody who is going through shit that I've already survived to make it that little bit easier on them, I will happily. Oh, I love that. Nope. She's your problem right now. I have enough with my own furry demons. Oh. So we started putting Luna on her leash to go out in the evenings. And a poor man behind the curtain, she forgot she was on the leash last night and that the leash is a little bit shorter. Okay, a lot a bit shorter than Sergeant's. And she went to bound off the front porch the way she normally does, forgetting that she is attached to Dad's wrist, and yanks him off the porch. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, but oh my God. He landed on the hood of my car. That's how I realized that she had yanked him off the porch. I'm like, oh shit, are you okay? She just kind of pulled me down a little fast. He didn't fall. He did just kind of slam into the car. Thankfully, I don't have a car alarm. But yeah. Yeah, and the battery's dead too. I hear you, Roro. I am almost to that point with our therapist. We have kind of discussed my dream of my 501c3, which actually I have another designator for, because if I designate it as a religious nonprofit, that gets me more benefits. But I have talked about my dream of this nonprofit with her, and the fact that I need a therapist. And I jokingly one day said, hey, worst case scenario, just drag you along with us. And she's like, sure. And I'm going, did she just agree to come work with me on my nonprofit? Have not asked her since, but, that's kind of percolating in the back of my mind. I have an amazing drug and alcohol counselor who is going to come work with me. I have someone else who is going through training to become a therapist who is willing to come work with me. My acupuncturist, excuse me, hey, Mike, good to see ya. My acupuncturist used to volunteer at a similar shelter, so I might be able to drag her in to come help. So I have people to help me. I just need to, and it may just be I need to figure out writing the grants and everything to be able to get what I want. That's part of what I'm doing here, Mike. My ultimate goal was to have Yoga with Dai, or Yoga with Dai Lin, support the charity, the nonprofit. And part of that was going to be having a brick and mortar yoga studio. So what I'm thinking, and I don't know if this would be legal or if it would be a loophole. Yep. But I don't know if it's a loophole, but I need a property and a housing because I want to have part of it be a shelter. And I want to have my yoga classes there and all sorts of other shit. So if I can get the grants to be able to get this and be able to start the nonprofit, I'm thinking I can use that location to teach my yoga classes and do all of the shit that I want to do, and voila, and things will be happy. But I'm going to sneeze again. Usually looking up will make me sneeze. If you have it in your mind, manifest it. That's what I'm doing, Mike. That I want. So Yoga with Dai will have been open for 3 years in June. My goal was to have my nonprofit ready to go after 5 years. So I have about 2 more years left. I really, really, really think that the nonprofit is my higher calling beyond even this, because that is where I am going to be able to help the most people with the most stuff. And so I think what I'm going to start putting a lot of my energy into is that. And it's going to be a huge change with everything that I have here once that manifests. I know you don't like change. You're going to have to get used to it. Oh, Ro, you are definitely welcome to come help. Oh, I know. He's teasing me. No, he doesn't like change. That's the autism, right? And that's the end of the coffee cup. I hate change too. Why do you think it took me so long to file for divorce? Okay, backstory that they don't know. My ex-husband and I were separated for a good 2, maybe 3 years before I finally filed for divorce, because it just wasn't, I wasn't in a hurry. We didn't live in the same state anymore. It was just, So, yeah. And I don't like change. I really hate change. And going through the divorce was a lot of change, because I had decided well beforehand that I was changing my name. That was a pain in the ass. Yes, love. What? The camera is the one thing I can think of. Hey, Harrison. Oh, yeah, that's true. How are you doing today, Harrison? I'm right there with you, Roro. I hate change, but I love metamorphosis. That's part of why butterflies are one of my things. See, doing pretty good. Just kind of chit-chatting with Mimi and Roro here, discussing change and what we want to do with life. Mike, too. Mike is great. I agree with you, Mike. I don't like change, but I do need to initiate more change. I hate that for you, Ro. And Joram. So I have discovered for many of us women who have lived through trauma, butterflies are a big thing for all of us because of that metamorphosis and the changing into our true, genuine selves once we escape it. I kind of have a butterfly. My very first tattoo was my heart with wings, and the wings are butterfly wings. Originally, they were going to be angel wings. When I first started drawing it, they were angel wings. But I decided for the tattoo, I wanted butterfly wings. That's the only butterfly I have. I want more. This arm, though, I'm going to put Si Se Puede on my forearm here so that I see it all the time. Yes! There's a tattoo channel. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniff right in front of the microphone. How are you doing, Harrison? You said you're good. What are you up to today? We're just kind of sitting here chit-chatting for a few more minutes. I apparently am fighting something stuffing my nose up and making me sneeze 50 million times. That would be part of it. But you'll see Mimi's when you put your tattoos in. We have a lot of us with semicolon tattoos. Most of us are the women in here. I need a tattoo for my grandmother. Sorry. I have my grandmother right above my monitor, and I looked up at her and I'm like, I need a tattoo for her. I've been plotting one for my grandfather for years. Have not decided exactly what I'm doing there, though. We do. Yep. So, the non-biological and I have discussed getting mother-daughter tattoos. Her biological will hate it, but if she ever figures it out. So we figured out what we're going to do. Her cat is my cat's mother. So I am going to get a picture of her cat tattooed on me. She's going to get my cat tattooed. And her mother will never know because my daughter used to have another black cat. So her mom will just think it's her cat, not mine. And it works as a mother-child tattoo because I get the mother, she gets the child. I thought it was rather ingenious when I first came up with the idea, but hey. I'm also, fucking crazy. Butterflies are very definitely associated with recovery, multiple types of recovery. Yeah, as I told me, Roro, she'll see it when she puts hers in the channel. I want to help people. I am seriously, I am driven to help people. This is why I sit here and do this every day. Part of why I kind of rush to get through, the daily divination and self-care so we can get to the chit-chat part, because this is where I connect with you guys to the point I feel like I might actually do some good and be helpful. And yeah, it still usually takes me 45 minutes to an hour to get through it. Why does deja vu happen? Do we really and all see what the future is? Last year I dreamt about time traveling to something Totally recognize the station party. So, apparently, getting vaguely political, and I apologize for this, but apparently time travel was mentioned in the latest drop from the Justice Department. Have not looked it up yet. I want to, but I am steeling myself for the other shit in there. Robo gave the homeless food today and felt so wonderful. Yes. I'm not sure if deja vu is a glitch in your brain processing or what. I love the way the Matrix explained the deja vu. That was kind of trippy. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It would make sense, though. I wonder if those of us who are neurodivergent have deja vu more often. That's a thought. All right, you guys, we have been here for 2 hours, and I have coaching with Mimi tonight, so I will see you in a few hours, Mimi, and another meeting between now and then. Plus, I gotta feed and walk the doggos and do other shit, including feed and walk the humans, or, well, feed the humans. Anyways, I am going to finish. Yes, I'm going to walk the humans and feed the dogs. All right, you guys. Now, before we go for the afternoon, evening, I do want you all to remember that this space exists solely because of our Witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here yet, just shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love, you guys. So do us all a favor. Do the whole like, share, subscribe thing. Ring the bell so you get notified when we post and we're going live. Join the channel if you have the financial ability to do so. And share this video and this channel with a friend. You guys are the best. I just want you to know that. I love you guys to bits. Now let's all go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there is already enough darkness and hate out there. Please let each of us choose to be steady lights of hope and love for those finding their way in that dark. Be sure to tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, and claws, that you love them beyond words. Time moves so much faster than any of us realize, and those chances to say I love you are not guaranteed. And now, if you take one thing and one thing only away from everything we do here every day, please let it be that you always, always, always remember you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here on this earth is real and genuine, even if you haven't discovered it yet. It took me 45 years to find mine. I love you guys all to bits. You are the absolute best part of my day, and you are the reason I do this. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Namaste, my witchlings.